All right, guys. Hope everybody's had a wonderful Tuesday. We are here for day 2 of Rain Esports doing their Super League qualifiers. Day 2. Got some more teams in here. Hopefully, we get a lot of good action, which we should, because we do have, I believe, we may have some returning teams from yesterday. All right, we've got a really good flight path that is showing up here, and it is coming out of just north of Corey and a little bit of north of Corey all the way out to Lapovka, passing Yasnaya Poliana, Raza, Chinky. School is directly in this flight path, so might see some teams jump out there. Georgia Pool, another good, really good place to jump. We have the military base and Nova Renoy and Milta Power both, and then we also have Sovereignty. This is a really good flight path. These teams can get down, loot up, suit up, and get exactly what they need to be able to advance on and score high and try to get in that top 10. All right, Team 3 is who we're following currently, and this is going to be a Latin teams. Teams are getting down, looting up, suiting up right now. Not a lot of action going on just yet, but we do have something that might be popping off here in for Morse. We're going to head over there with Team 11. Team 11 is going to be Soul Reapers. And Team 6 is going to be Exceeded. So we could see some very, very quick action here between these two teams. All right, we've got a lot. There's quite a bit up here in the Hospital Georgia Pool area. Could see some teams up there. We'll keep an eye on those teams, but with Team 11, Team 6 right here next to each other, we're definitely going to keep an eye on these as best as we can. We did have some shots going off. Let's see, all right, Team 5. Team 5 is going to be Emperor Esports. Started out with being a full squad, is now down to a duo. Kind of wondering, let's see what team actually might have. And it looks like it's going to be, potentially could be Team 15. Team 15 is going to be Team Aces. They have 3 eliminations, so they are starting out strong already for this. All right, both our teams down at Primorsk are still there. Not too much going on. We've got 4 teams in the Georgia Pool area, so we could see something there. We'll keep an eye on those 4 teams. Team 20, Shining Legacy. And you've got Team 12 that's over there inside the warehouse building, whatever you want to call it. I'm not sure what people call that particular building. There are the many names that people call it. And Team 12 that was over there is Ice Elves. We've got a fight going on. HellFire with 1 elimination. And you got Team 18, Rangers, BD. They are down a member already. Hexa trying to get it, trying to peek around the wall here. Definitely needs to be extremely careful with strangers on the other side of that wall on the road. Team 21, SENECA Ruby, they are looting and suiting up. They are definitely inside a zone, so they don't have to rush too much too quickly to be able to loot over here in Nova Illinois. Our teams over here in Georgia Pool looks like they're still here for sure. Alright, looks like they are still sitting as a full squad with 1 elimination. Soul Reapers, they're down to, looks like 2 of their members have disconnected, which is, hopefully that does not push them, making them going to be a duo going forward. Hopefully those 2 members that are disconnected will come back. Team 22 Bullet Club, they're taking their time. Looting and suiting up that zone is going to be catching up with them here momentarily, but it's going to be forcing them down into Yasnaya, Pollyanna, where could see potential teams stop there, since that is still inside the zone. Alright, 18 teams remaining. Not a lot of has happened so far. We have none of our teams have actually, none of our full teams yet have actually completely been eliminated. Just onesies and twosies from teams here and there. But Ember Esports gonna be being a duo, so we're gonna have to see how well they do being a duo moving forward, going against these teams that are either full squads or teams of 3 right now. Alright, with our zone shift, we still have Farm and Milta both inside. A little bit of a Pachinki that is still inside zone, so these teams are going to be setting up nicely. Our teams that were over in Georgia Pool are made it across, and they're making their way in. Our teams still inside for Morse are now battling for the zone. Hopefully Soul Reapers can get out of here alive with a team of 3. Alright, looks like we've got a looks like HellFire is moving through, going down to Milta. black belt team in 13. Alright, HellFire is looks like they're gonna be posting up inside the building for a little while, but they do need to be extremely careful with these teams that are going to be moving down. Beast OP trying to go for black belt. And Beast is going to have to be extremely careful because that is going to be a full team. It's like a Beast was able to get a good grenade and drop a 0. And it looks like Team 12 Ice Elves are going to be our first team out tonight on match number 1. Like Zoro there with the black belt theme. It is going to be tricky to be able to get that revive. So, not going to be able to get that revive. That's going to be putting Team 3 potentially sitting at a team of 3. Our Soul Reapers are still inside Primorus. They haven't really moved it too much. If we could see some fights here, let's actually hop into Team 6. Exceed. Got Team 14, Team Enigma, 4 rulers. They're passing on through. A few shots there. Oh, gets tagged. That was a very quick down and out. So that is going to be leaving Team 14. They're going to be sitting as a duo now. Dynasty needs to get out of that vehicle. That vehicle's going to blow up if it didn't get out in time. Alright, our zone has shifted. Still with farm in the zone. Not a lot of cover, as you can see from here. There's not going to be that much cover for these teams to actually be able to hide behind. Well, we got Latin Kings. Alright, as you can say, there is there's a trees, but not a lot of actually hardcover buildings and stuff like that. So this is going to be kind of a wide open for these teams as they're moving in. SENECA Ruby, not very, they're just a few shots away from Latin King, so they could potentially move directly into Latin King territory right here while they hold up that building. Team 22 Bullet Club doing good. They've got Scouts and Raiders. Team 9. Team 9 came into match number 1 of being a team of 3, currently at 0 eliminations. But they still have plenty of time to be able to get those kill points and placement points as well. All right, we got Team 5 and Team 14. All right, this is going to be a 2v2 shootout if either one of these teams tries to go for shots. All right, our zone has now shifted with about 6 teams inside the zone. We have 16 teams remaining, so it is going to be very brutal towards that end. Scouts and Raiders came in with a clutch there, but they're hurting. Team 15, Team Aces coming in with a team of 3. They're going to light them up. There's not a lot that's going on. And just like that, Team Aces comes in and takes out Scouts and Raiders. Shining a legacy, being a duo after losing one of their members, going to get that revive. It's going to keep them get the revive and the meds. It is going to keep them sitting at being a duo, moving forward into the next few zones. SKYFALL. nicely done to SKYFALL. They are able to get those 4 eliminations, but quickly Team 15 is rolling in. It's going to be a 3v3 fight. Team 10 has 2 members down. Is it going to be all up to Never's side with being the last one still standing? And Team Aces coming in quick, fast, gets a good drop, but is not able to clutch that kill there to give them a little extra points. Team 4, MostHated. And Latin Kings. And Latin Kings, this is a 4v4. MostHated with a member down. And they need to quickly get that revive to be able to keep them sitting as a full squad against the Latin Kings. We're down to 10 teams remaining. And it is going to be brutal here momentarily. We're about to see a lot of quick fights, a lot of 3v3s, 4v4s, even third parties and quadruple parties. It is going to be a bloodbath with these teams that are still remaining. All right, Team Aces are making their way in, but they're going to be quickly, they're going to come in, rolling in. This is where we're going to see potentially a third party. MostHated pinched in between Latin Kings, Team Aces. And Team Aces with a member down, 2 members down. They're going to be up to Drago. Is now the last person standing for Team Aces. Alright, MostHated has a member down. And is being revived. That is going to keep them up for sitting as a full squad. Same thing with the Latin Kings member down. Getting that revive. Going to keep them being a full squad and moving into the zones. We got Team 6 that is a rolling in. Team 8. Alright, 7 teams just remaining. Team Aces with a 1-man still standing. That's going to be Team 15. MostHated, full squad. Latin Kings, Team 3, full squad as well. Exceeded, Team 6 sitting as a full squad. Nicely done. Team Aces with a total of 12 eliminations. We got Team 18 as well. Rangers of BD. They are sitting as a duo. Alright, as the zone is going to start closing in and is being wide open as it is, we're going to see a lot of those smoke grenades Grenades and mollies going off just to try to get in a little bit closer for those long range. Latin Kings got a member down. 4 teams remaining. Team Aces, Team 15 is still holding strong with 1 member still stands. Exceeded with 5 eliminations. Still sitting there with that full squad. Alright, Team Aces just went out to Latin Kings. We're down to 3 teams remaining. Exceeded has a member down now. It's going to be hard to get a revive as that zone is starting to push in. Ooh, good grenade. It is gonna be GG's. That zone did start hurting right there at the end, with Exceeded taking the chicken dinner for match number 1. Strangers BD taking second. Taking thirds is going to be Latin Kings. Taking fourth, Team Aces. Taking fifth, HellFire. Taking sixth, MostHated. Taking a seventh, going to be Emperor Esports. Taking 8 is going to be the Unholy. Taking 9th is going to be Enforced Gaming. Oh. No. Taking 9th, excuse me, is going to be Team Enigma 4 Rulers. And taking 10th. Not sure which team is going to be taking 10th. Taking 11th is going to be Enforced Gaming. Taking 12th. It's going to be SKYFALL. Taking 13th, Soul Reapers. Taking 14th is going to be a SENECA Ruby. Taking 15th is going to be Scouts and Raiders. Taking 16th, a Bullet Club. Taking 17th is going to be a Black Belt Team. And taking 18th is going to be Ice Elves. All right, those are your teams. Those are your rankings as of right now for match number 1. GG's to the teams. We'll get y'all here momentarily right back in that action. We are match number 2 for the Rain Esports Super League Day 2 qualifiers. Alright. Exceeded are being our winners from a last match. Those are the ones that we're going to be jumping with on this match. You're here in Benkendi. Alright, we've got a good flight path coming out of Milner all the way up to Trevno. Got Cosmodrome in the flight path of Villa Castle also in the flight path as well. We got some good places to get to for these teams to get down and loot up, suit up, and get what they need. Might see a few teams go out to the winery. We might see teams go out all the way out to Dobro. Depends on if they want to jump out and get down and get a vehicle and move out in that direction. All right, our very first zone is going to have Villa and Castle in it and Dino Park. Looks like we've already got something going on in Villa. We'll quickly go check that out. They've already got Latin Kings already has 1 elimination. Alright, Exceeded is out in Hot Springs. We've got 2 teams there inside of Cement Factory. We'll keep an eye on those teams. Alright, we've got 2 good fights that are about to happen here in 2 different locations. We're going to try to get both of those up for you guys. Alright, we've got Team 9 Scouts and Raiders with the Team Aces in our bottom left hand corner, and then we have Team 18 Strangers BD with Team 8 HellFire. Alright, Team Aces got a member down. I'm going to quickly get that revived, and it's going to keep them standing as a full squad. Right before that, another grenade was thrown. Alright, with the 2 members slightly hurting, we can see Scouts and Raiders going to do a quick hard push. They are definitely letting those grenades fly. Team Aces may be down and out here really quickly. We'll have to see. And Team Aces did not stand a chance as soon as both of those members were down. Let's head over to our other team. Alright, this is going to be our team 18 and 8. Looks like Strangers started out with this match. Going to be a team of 3. So we'll have to see how well that they actually do against these teams that are full squads. Ooh, Lightning King comes in. Nicely done. They're able to get that last elimination for that team. That's going to be putting them with 5 eliminations and still sitting as a full squad. And we've got a lot of teams that are right on top of each other, that jump right on top of each other here. So going to have quite a couple fights going on. All right, Bullet Club sitting as a full squad here. Small man getting some good shots. And is quickly eliminated. By ARC. That's going to be putting Ice Elves with 1 elimination. I've got a couple of their members that are hurting. 1 member is down. Now they're going to be able to get that revive in order to stay standing as a full team. Alright, Bullet Club is starting to get pinched inside the building. Ooh, good grenade with a good knock. And 3 good grenades and down and out. Alright, Bullet Club is now going to be sitting, being a duo. Ice Elves coming in with a hard push up the stairs. And they were taking out the Bullet Club. And it looks like our 2 teams, teams 8 and 18, have gone on, but HellFire has lost 3 members in the process, so they're going to be a 1-man solo moving forward. SENECA Ruby, look at they are starting to move in right on top of Team Enigma 4 Rulers. and Force Gaming took a little bit of hit there. Two members are been dropped and both are being revived. That is going to be keeping them sitting as a full squad. SENECA Ruby with 4 eliminations. They're still have plenty of time to get more eliminations and even get those placement points. XC is still sitting as a full squad, but 0 eliminations. Definitely have plenty of time to be able to get those eliminations as the zone gets smaller. Our zone is about to reshift, so we're going to see where it goes from here. We're going to have teams that are going to be moving around here, trying to get better angles and better rotation. And Samara with HellFire kind of staying out in the blue zone. Not sure if they know that they are going the wrong way or not. Maybe they are looking for a vehicle. And momentarily, we'll be seeing these teams start to rotate in and rotate the positions as the zone does continue to start to close up. And we got Wouse that is was doing some shots there on team 21. All Alright, the zone has shifted, but not too much here. Still got Villa inside the zone. A lot of these teams are not. A lot of these teams are going to be rotating, but they don't have to if they don't need to. Rangers BD getting some of those eliminations. Team Forum. Most hated. Yeah, most hated is down and out. Scouts and the Raiders. 2 of their members are down. As exceeded does make their way. Nicely done. Ying coming in there with a clutch and is able to get the revive, keeping exceeded going to be a moving forward being a duo. Ooh, Ice Elves are hurting. They've got 2 of their members down. They're going to be holding up with SENECA Ruby just over the hill and across the road. Alright, zone has shifted once again. Still keeping Villa in the side zone. This is Villa could be the place it's going to be for the all-out brawl between the last 2 teams that will be standing. We have 9 teams remaining. Gamma with in the Force Gaming definitely going for those placement points at this time because he is running as being a solo now. Shining Legacy started out as being a duo and is now down to a solo with 0 eliminations. or got exceeded, and the Unholy. Gosh, see, with that grenade, doesn't quite get it out where it needs to be. Alright, 8 teams remaining in a villa has now, partially villa is now inside the zone. Alright, we got SENECA Ruby. Looks like they may be joining this party as well with Exceeded and Unholy. Stone Cold getting some shots in. Alright, 7 teams remaining. These teams are well scattered out with a number of teams that are still alive. And our zone has shifted. All of those teams that were in the zone previously are going to have to make their way to the next zone. We have Unholy and Exceeded up here. They're going to be battling each other for right now, but soon, momentarily, they're going to be, that blue zone will be closing in on top of them, so that's going to give them an added disadvantage here for both teams of being out in that blue zone, where it is going to start hurting. And Team 10, SKYFALL, full squad with 7 eliminations. They've got a really good location here. They've got a little bit of a building that they can hold up. Entry clip, last person still standing or Exceeded. They're going to be able to get this wad wipe here. No! So close to getting a third drop, but was not able to get it. Lucky getting some shots in, does get a few good hits. SENECA Ruby making their way into zone. Got 4 teams remaining. Rangers BD kind of sitting inside that zone, in the middle of the zone, inside of a house, giving them that added protection. SENECA Ruby has got a member down. They're going to be able to get that revive, which is, if they can get this revive, it's going to keep them sitting, being a team of 3. It's like Stone Cold coming in with that revive. They have 7 eliminations. Alright, Team 18 still sitting pretty inside the zone. With 4 teams remaining. These teams are not wanting to push too quickly. Like a Ruby with a member. And then that went out really quickly. Now we're sitting as a duo. They have to play this extremely careful, especially with the Team 18 that is just right there waiting. Nice grenade. Oh, gets third partied and dropped by SKYFALL. Alright, Dark is down, and they're going to be able to get the revive just so they can be sitting as a team of 2 here. Coming in with that revive quick. Oh, completely missed that. The Rangers of BD taking the chicken dinner for match number 2. Ice Elves taking second. SKYFALL taking third. SENECA Ruby taking fourth. Unholy taking fifth. Exceeded taking sixth. Not sure which team took 7th, and Force Gaming and taking 8th. Latin Kings taking a 9th. Soul Reapers taking 10th. Scouts and Raiders taking 11th. MostHated taking 12th. HellFire taking 13th. Enigma 4 Rulers taking 14th. Bullet Club taking 15th. Black Belt Team taking 16th. Team Aces taking 17th. Then Dar Solo for that took 18th place. Not sure who they belongs to. All right, that is a match number 2. We're gonna quickly get y'all back in that action for match number 3, guys. Y'all hang tight. We'll get you there. Match number 3. We are here in Sandhawk. Got a really good flight path. Now, Sandhawk being one of the smaller maps, but also a very smaller land map, we're going to see a lot of quick fights, a lot of action. You've got boot camp that is right in this flight path. Could see some teams jump there. May see some teams jump out to a Paradise Resort. Some good places where these are hot drops where these teams are going to try to get down as quickly as they can. Loot up, suit up, and get exactly what they need. All right, Team 18, Strangers BD are winners, I believe, from a last match. We're going to go follow them where it was like Team Aces are going to be getting down there. We are here in Ruins. And a flash is already down for Team 18. Team Aces, a member down as well. Alright, they are getting a revive. Gonna keep it. Alright, Team Aces is gonna be still staying as a full squad. Alright, Soul Reavers with 1 elimination. They have time to be able to get those eliminations for the team. Alright, Panda, we've got Team 20. Shining Legacy, 2 members down. They are trying to get those revived. With HellFire in the area, they're moving quickly on the Team 20. Team 20 quickly trying to run up the stairs. Nicely done, Team 20. Alright. We've got 5 eliminations, getting those revives. And it looks like Team Aces going to be the team that's going to come out alive from the ruins. With the Strangers BD being taken out. Alright, so they got a few teams that are still outside the zone. And it looks like all of Team 20 Shining Legacy has all disconnected. Hopefully they can get back into this match before the end of the match. All right, you've got MostHated that is looting and suiting up. They've got 0 eliminations currently, but still have plenty of time to get those eliminations. Enigma 4 hurting just a little bit here. Is going to be potentially at this point could be a solo going forward. And no, they're quickly taken out by Enforce Gaming with 4 eliminations. Emperor Esports laying out in the blue zone. Hopefully they have plenty of health. And we've got 12 teams remaining. We got the Black Belt team sitting as a team of 3 with 0 eliminations. Ourselves 1 elimination, still sitting as a full squad. That's going to be very helpful as the zone gets smaller, and then they're going up against these teams that are still either a full squad or a team of 3. Alright, we've got Exceeded and Unholy. Exceeded is not very far off from Unholy. Unholy looks like Unholy now has a member down and has been taken out. And SENECA Ruby making their way into the zone. But they need to be extremely careful here as they try to exit the water and get on land. Go back over to Team 20. All still disconnected. Alright, Enforce Gaming. They're out playing in that blue zone. Hopefully they all have plenty of health to be able to get them into zone. Alright, Arc there needs to get a little bit of health. Alright, 9 teams remaining. Alright, Team 15. Member down. Deep is going to go in for that revive and get a shot. Alright, MostHated holding up in a little compound. 5 eliminations. MostHated now with a 5 elimination, still sitting as that full squad. Dashi from Unholy. Alright, it looks like a Shock is going to be doing a little bit of scouting, a little bit of running ahead, trying to figure out where all these teams are at. Actually, it's trying to play catch up to Dashi. Selfless is down. Succeeded. He moves. MostHated is going to be able to get that elimination for sure. Our zone is about to shift. We're going to see where these teams will start to rotate in. Emperor Esports sitting as a duo still, and also still with 5 eliminations. Alright, they're going to be trying to making their way into zone. We're down to 8 teams remaining in a little bitty living tiny space. We're going to see a lot of quick action here with this final zone. Now that zone is closing in, and teams that are caught outside in it are going to be severely hurting. And Exceeded decides to make a move and a move out from where they are. Alright, zone has shifted once again. It looks like it's going to be another one of those that are going to be wide open area. Even though it is a wide open area, there's still plenty of trees and cover for these teams to be able to hide behind. And Ice Elves is down and out. We're down to just 5 teams remaining. It is absolutely crazy that the zone has gotten this small with 5 teams remaining. Alright, so these teams are scattered out a little bit, so we're not going to see too much of the action going on. Like MostHated is quickly moving right towards Bullet Club. Alright, 3 teams and Exceeded is outside of the zone. Alright, we got a Bullet Club sitting with a team of 3. They're sitting inside that blue zone, waiting for these teams to make it in. We got MostHated, Exceeded, and Bullet Club. All 3 teams are still standing. Bullet Club and Exceeded both have a full team. Alright, still 3 teams. These teams are just going to be shooting off, trying to get the attention of any passing by teams. Alright, Exceeded is going to be doing a rotation and working their way into zone. Alright, 2 teams remaining. Who's it gonna be? Bullet Club with 2 members are knocked and 6 eliminations, full squad. We could see Exceeded take that chicken dinner, even though they do have 3 people still stand. They currently have 9 eliminations. Alright, Bullet Club playing it close to the blue zone. Alright, Bullet Club has 2 members down. It's going to be really hard for a revive. Oh, can they get it? Can they get it? Can the Bullet Club get the... No! Unable to get that. Had 3 of the 4 knocked and exceeded, taking the chicken dinner for match number 3. Bullet Club coming in second. MostHated coming in third. Enforce Gaming coming in fourth. Coming in as 6th, Ice Elves. Coming in as 7th, Emperor Esports. Unholy coming in 8th, Team Aces coming in 9th, Black Belt Team coming in 10th, SENECA Ruby coming in 11th, Soul Reapers coming in 12th, Enigma 4 Rulers coming in 13th, HellFire coming in 15th, SKYFALL coming in 15th, the Rangers of BD coming in 16th, Scouts and Raiders coming in 17th, All right, those are your teams for match number 3. We've got one more match here momentarily, guys. We'll get y'all back in that action. Hang tight. right, guys. Last match for tonight for the Reign Esports Reign Super League Day 2 qualifiers. We're going to be jumping with Exceeded. I believe that those were our winners from the last match. Let me double check. All right, we've got a good flight path coming from El Azhar all the way down to the prison minus the Del Sora area. Great flight path for some good loot down along this. We've got Los Leonos in the flight path as well. You've got Picado that's a little ways off. You've got San Martin Hacienda a little ways off as well. Water treatment. Good places for these teams to jump out, pull the parachute if need be to be able to get out there a little bit farther than normal. Some of these teams may get down and get a vehicle and move out to a little bit farther out. So we shall see. Now, Myanmar being one of the larger maps, but a lot of landmass, the teams need to pay attention what's out there a little bit farther to 200 to 300 meters out, because this is a sniper's paradise map here. So you can be shot from anywhere. You're not sure where that bullet would be coming from until it's too late. We've got a couple fights. We've got a couple teams that are really close to each other. We're going to go check those out really quickly. The team of 20, Shining Legacy. They are starting the last match off being a duo that's going to be definitely be challenging for them starting out here, especially with a full squad of Team 14, Enigma 4 rulers that are just on the other side. And of course, the gaming and MostHated right here, right on top of each other, so we could see it. We are definitely going to see some action here. We got MostHated already one elimination, sitting still as a full squad, even though it is early on. Player 4 trying rotated behind team of 7. With that rotation, it's going to definitely put a pinch in Enforced Gaming, but 2 members of Enforced Gaming are also behind MostHated. MostHated is majority of MostHated is pinched between the teams between and Enforced Gaming. We'll keep an eye on them. Let's go check out some other teams. Seated quickly getting a quick elimination there. That's going to give them one elimination. We've got the team here and Impala as well. Those two teams are still there. And it looks like a MostHated is coming out on top with 5 eliminations, taking out Enforced Gaming. The Rangers BD getting those long range shots. Winkle there getting some good shots. Succeeded coming up from behind, and it is going to be a down and out for a majority of Team 18. They're now going to be sitting as a solo. Is a Falcon going to be able to hold? I remember if Exceeded has rotated around and it quickly takes out with a long range shot. Nicely done. We've got 3 teams in the Hacienda Santa Martin area here. Got Black Belt team coming in from the water treatment area, moving right on top of Ice Elves. Right, Ice Elves is going to be sitting as a solo. Nicely done by Black Belt team, getting those 4 eliminations and not losing anybody of their team that's going to get that revive. That is going to be keeping them sitting as a full squad and moving forward. SENECA Ruby out in that blue zone. Still finishing up looting and suiting up and getting the stuff that they need. They need to make it quick, or this zone, it will start hurting momentarily for them. Zone is about to shift, which it did to Hacienda San Martin. Graveyard, water treatment, power grid, Picado. These places are still inside the zone, and also some really good places here are remaining for the teams to loot up, suit up, get any extra supplies that they need, replenish what they need, what they already used, grenades, smoke grenades, and mollies. Alright, Soul Reapers coming into match number 4 being a duo. Let's see how well they will hold up to these teams that are being full squads and or a team of 3. Alright, Dashi is it down for Unholy. and a most hated and very close to potentially to finish taking out here. And Dashi is a dead mount. That's going to leave Unholy now sitting as a team of 3. Alright, SKYFALL has moved into the Santa Martin. Looking for Esports. Alright, they're gonna hopefully get a revive here. Going for that revive while the remaining of the other teams kind of hold back. SKYFALL. SKYFALL's got a member down. Are they gonna be able to get that revive? They actually got 2 members down. They're gonna be able to get both of these revives in order to keep them being a full squad. We'll have to see. Alright, Diablo, last man still standing for Soul Reapers. Got to be careful. HellFire being almost a full squad. Being a full squad is going to be a 4v1. And Diablo trying to at least get a few kills before going out. Ooh, nice grenade. Does get a little bit of it. Nice. Diablo get a drop. And gets a confirmed kill. Diablo trying to get in some work, trying to be able to get some more eliminations and at least get a squad wipe here. Oh, a nice grenade. And was not able to escape it. And zone shifted once again. We're now in the area with partial water treatment still in the zone. You got 4 teams that are outside the zone. They're gonna wait this storm out and see what happens. Alright, Unholy sitting as a team of 3. Quickly bypasses a most hated. Hold on, we'll get y'all back here momentarily on the second one. Alright, let's get into Exceeded. They are closing in on Team 10. Exceeded with 4 eliminations currently. We got 10 teams remaining. That DBS in hand is absolutely crazy up close and personal. Exceeded coming out of there with still standing as a duo team now. One of their team members have disconnected, so that is absolutely amazing that these two was able to quickly eliminate Team 10. That's going to bring them to 7 eliminations. Team Aces made it to the top 10 full squad, but they have ran into Exceeded fairly quickly. Let's see if Team Aces can get a squad right here. This is going to be a 4v4. Grenades and smoke grenades are definitely being thrown for sure. Looks like a couple mollies as well. Think you're quickly with the P90 in hand doing. Looks like it's going to be just one more member of the Team Aces. Oh, and Deep pulls out a quick clutch there. Is back to being able to get revived. That's going to both of these revives is going to keep Team Aces sitting as a team of 3 and moving forward. Have 2 eliminations. We're down to just 8 teams. And our current location, current zone is going to be in a wide open area. Definitely not going to be good for these teams at all once they do make it into zone. Go check out Black Belt team with 4 eliminations. As you can see, there is not a lot of cover at all for these teams, and it's wide open. And the teams are rotating into zone, still trying to maintain full squads or duos or a team of 3, but they're going to look like they're going to stay on kind of towards the outer portion of the circle beforehand. Alright. The black belt team does take a zone once again. Still nothing for any of these teams to hide behind. So they're going to rely heavily on smoke grenades and volleys. Most hated with 7 eliminations. Bullet Club with 3 eliminations and being a duo now. Nice grenade. Ooh, good grenade. Is Unholy down, and I know they got 1 more. And that is all she wrote. Unholy is taken out. Alright, 5 teams remaining. Looks like HellFire has a few of their members down. Nice shots there from the black belt team. They're going to quickly move right on into MostHated here. MostHated with 7 eliminations. Grenade goes out. It's going to be a good grenade. Not quite. Doesn't get any damage there. It looks like the black belt team is going to be our team with being a full squad. They have definitely all have stayed alive. Zoro with those long range shots, getting some good hits though. Doesn't quite get any hit markers there. Alright, 2 teams remain. Can be SENECA, Ruby, and the black belt team. SENECA Ruby with being only a duo. Nicely done. Black belt team taking first place. SENECA Ruby taking second. MostHated taking 3rd, Bullet Club taking 4th, HellFire taking 5th, Unholy taking 6th, Enigma 4 Rulers taking 7th, Team Aces taking 8th, Exceeded taking 9th, SKYFALL taking 10th, Scouts and Raiders taking 11th, Soul Reapers taking 12th, Emperor Gaming taking 13th, Ice Elves taking 14th, Strangers BD taking 15th, Shining Legacy taking 16th, and Force Gaming taking 17th. Alright guys, that concludes match number 4 and the end of day 2 qualifiers for Reign Super. We will see y'all again towards the end of this week on the 29th at 7 p.m. for day 3 qualifiers. Y'all have a wonderful evening. Thank y'all so much for coming out, supporting the stream, supporting the teams. Make sure you like and subscribe. Until next stream, guys, y'all have a wonderful night.